Alright, well I just got done doing my first pass of an install of one of these universal gear indicators that you can get from eBay, for $15 to $25. It uses Hall effect sensors and a magnet. In my case I'm using 2 magnets. Let's get down here so you can see them. So there they are. So there's the 2 sensors, and instead of using a single magnet I'm using 2 magnets. That way when it shifts, so when I go down a gear, let's see if I can get this on the camera. There you are. See, it moves. There you go, that's better. There you go. So you can see it goes backwards, and when I go up a gear, the other one goes forward, and it knows if you go down or up by which sensor actually gets the input. And then I just took the piece they gave me for the display. I cut a hole in my dash there, and I'm actually just using Right Stuff, the really good black RTV stuff to hold it in. I don't know if that's going anywhere though. And it's also, so it knows that you're in neutral. There's the, where did you go? There's the neutral sensor, and all I did is tapped into that. And then when it sees that is grounded, which is what happens with those neutral switches, once it's grounded it knows to put it to 0. Doesn't matter what gear it thinks you're in, it basically resets itself. So if it ever gets confused, you just put the bike back in neutral and it resets itself. So let me go and start it here. See if I can. Shift. When I let go of the shifter itself, then it resets the gear. It doesn't actually need me to let go of the clutch. There you go. And the reason I bring that up about not having to let go of the clutch, there's other types of gear indicators out there, and they use the RPM versus the speed to figure out what gear you're in. Well, they can't tell when you're in neutral, or sorry, not neutral, but when you get the clutch held in. So this way it'll even tell me what gear I'm in even if the clutch has not been pulled in. So there you go, there's my quick and dirty install. As you can see down there, I got some wires to go. I'm going to pick up a 5-wire or maybe a 4-wire. Actually, I'll probably pick up a 4-wire and a 2-wire plug. The 2-wire plug I'll go ahead and use for power ground. The 4-wire plug I'm going to use for everything else, and then I'll go ahead and cut out all that extra wiring down in there. Oh, and just because it's running inside the bike, inside the fairing, I actually have this protective material. Let's see, there you go. Not sure you can see that, but there's protective material to actually, it's heat resistant, just because it's running up now by the motor. I didn't want it to melt the wires or anything. So there it is, the El Cheapo gear indicator.